Welcome back to Memoriapolis, where at the end of the last episode, we built our first, or we started to build our first wonders, the Sassi di Matera, supporting our production faction. Now we're gonna be able probably in this episode to build at least one, maybe two more, because look at this, the Merchant of Port of Tyre at 38, and they unlock it at 40, right? Similarly, the Hoplites are not that far, 29, then we have the Followers of Isis, that's gonna be a bit later, 21. We do also have a couple of other things I want to highlight right off the bat is in services, there is one more for us to do, the Senatus. So hopefully we're going to get that unlocked. Now to be able to do this though, there's a couple of things we're going to do. I mean, first of all, let's make sure we restart the farm there. Otherwise we're going to be in trouble. I do see a problem over here. We don't have a lot of workers. Okay, that is fine now. This has restarted. Okay. We will need to make sure we make enough production, right, to get enough basically resource to build those wonders. So remember the wonders, this is 675 of the 3 basic resources. So looking at the basic resource, wood, stone, clay and sand, the lowest one for us is the sand. So we're going to want to build that. First, let's look over here at the Senatus, exactly what I was telling you 1 second ago. We have unlocked the Senate, so 750 blueprints, no problem. Let's see, we're going to need 22 people, okay. So let's pause some of these more advanced one because we already have this, and let's put it in the corner. So this is the political corner, right? It could have been good over here, but I think we're gonna place it on this side or maybe over here, 2 district at least. So that's gonna help us with the esteem. That's great. I think let's try to get our creativity a bit higher. I mean, belonging is looking good. Safety is not perfect, so maybe we're gonna want the safety one. Okay, so let's go. We said a bit of safety and a bit of creativity. Okay, cool. So that is starting. Now, as I was saying though, we're gonna want to restart some of these, and we're gonna want to also create a few new production as soon as we have enough of workforce. That's always a problem. We're gonna start with the quarry for sand, right? There's a lot of sand over here, so let's go build the sand. We have another of these cutting camp that is empty, so that gives us a bit more workers, but that also means if we want to have enough sand, we probably, not sand, enough wood, we probably need to put another cutting camp ASAP, and I think here we have quite a lot. Where is it? So 4,000, yeah, it's 4,000 on both sides, okay. But yeah, a bit more wood is gonna be critical. I am keeping the building to have the stock, right, remaining. Food, all of this is fine. We may want to use some of our money to buy something. We will also have the Senate, so we can check that out in a second. In terms of the Esplanade, we're getting closer to the 3rd out of 4 for Antiquity check-in, but we're already great. You know, you can see they're all past this point, so not a problem there. Now for the next wonder, if you remember in the last episode, I said we probably want to put the next wonder on this side. Now to be able to do this, we're gonna need definitely one of these. Unfortunately, this is slightly too far from the current circle. And if I put it there, that's pretty annoying. We're gonna put one, then maybe a second. But what we can probably do is try to get as quickly as possible to that point there. Like this is 300 more people so that we can extend the range. And at that point, we should be close enough. But first we have a couple of things. So Domus for the plebeian, the Archivium, okay, and most importantly the Senate. So the Senate is over here. Now we have the political, we have 2 political kind of parties. We have the Druids of the island, the plebeians of Rome. And we can choose whichever we want of these. We can have actually 2 decrees at any point in time. I think we're gonna want to try to get immigration up so that we can get to 1,800 as soon as possible. We can choose how many cycle this is going to be on, and based on the number of cycle, you have a different cost. We're gonna go as high as possible, 500 coin. So this is gonna be now voted by the people. So we'll see if they vote it or not. We have over here an expansion of the plebeians of Rome. Their power is pretty low, so we're gonna do it. This reminds me, we should check on the taxes. We're not at 100%, 100%. Yeah, tax is fine. Okay. So we do need to increase our support. So here it is. Oh, the decree has been refused. That is not great. That is not great. At least we didn't lose the money, but we didn't gain anything either. So that's a problem. That's a problem. I can retry it, but there's no reason why it wouldn't work unless we pass some corruption, right? So we may want to check that out. It is not very expensive to do some corruption, right? So these guys, they should be supporting us. So maybe we want to actually corrupt these ones. So that should help, right? Make that supported. So it is. We're gonna corrupt them and pay this fee, and hopefully that time it will work. In terms of selling, I mean, I don't have that much resource, so I'm not gonna be selling right away. I think instead we should try to get some more production, starting with wood. As I said, wood is one that is a bit low right now. So let's put some over here. Okay. We have unlocked something else, the Trajan Forms. Okay, so in this case, the decree was accepted because we voted and also this faction voted for it. So here it is. If we look at the bottom there, we have immigration increased by 1. So hopefully that helps us get to 1.8 very soon. The Trajan Forum, right? Second of the wonders, you can find it over here. Again, gives you great bonuses, right? It does cost a lot of blueprints, but we have them, so not a problem. I feel like I completely forgot one thing and nobody told me anything. It is, we forgot to increase our blueprint production. Oh, that is bad. Good thing we haven't been using a lot of blueprints, but still, we're gonna want to do that ASAP. So that is done. Now I need to get here as quickly as possible, which means we need to get to 675 as quickly as possible on wood. And apart from buying some wood, I don't think we can do much. The good thing is we do have quite a few more cycles left, but still, it would be pretty expensive. This expansion. We're at 1.6 and we're gonna get there, but then I'm gonna need again 600 wood. Oof. So I think we should be doing this. Now, there is another decree we could potentially do, which is increasing the wood generation by 15%. Maybe we do it for just a couple of cycles, right, to help us without spending too much money. And we can also potentially start selling something. As I said, though, I think it would be good to improve this thing there. Oh, it's 30 people. Okay, I didn't think it was that much. So fine for us to wait. First, we should do that one then. We're going to be there in a sec. Don't hesitate to tell me in the comments below, of course, if you have any questions, thoughts, requests. Okay, this one was accepted again. That's great. So my production of wood has increased now. Perfect. We're going to get there and we're going to start making reserves for the next one. I do see we're a bit low on sand, actually. Sand is probably what we need now then. So sand, we do have a lot there. We also have some sand on this side. So maybe we put another one here. Let's go build sand down. Okay. And we are at 1.7. We are the necropolis. Okay, I don't need any of this right now. We want to focus. We have finished one more cutting camp. So we got quite a few people. We're going to need them anyway for the improvement now. I cannot build yet over here. We need this to be built before we can. So there's not a lot of wood left, to be honest, unless I start putting, you know, one more proximity surveyor cabin. But no, we're gonna want to keep our resources, and as soon as we get to 1.8, we're gonna get, you know, a notification. And we are very close, by the way, also to the Esplanade. But I'm not worried. Oh, there is one more ruin. Interesting. This could help us with the resource for sure. Okay. I think we're gonna go for it. It is in the middle of nowhere. So I don't want also to have new buildings here. But come on, get us to 1.8. And it is 1.8 exactly. So let's improve it right away. It's gonna take 10 turns. But with that, we're going to be ready. We have all of the resources to build our Trajan, so that's perfect. And we have still enough turns to make that happen before the next age. I do see that we have also 2 points that came back for the production. I'm going to check in a second after we build this if we should do another. We are at 34, 27, yeah. Still quite far from that one. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do one more. But it is, we have now, you know, level 5, so we can move if we want to the next age. Now we shouldn't, in my opinion. There is still a lot of time. We should do quite a few things first, including, as I've been saying, let's build a surveyor over here. Perfect. And then as soon as this is built, we can build then on the other side the wonder. So let's give it a second. I know I could have restarted this and that a bit quicker. Sorry about that. I wasted a bit of resource, which is the worst thing you can do in a game like this, but it's life. It's life. So it is. This has been built. Now we can build the Trajan Forum completely on the other side. I think we're gonna build it, you know, we don't really have a choice. Like, we're gonna build it somewhere over here, and then I can put maybe my second city somewhere over here. So that's the idea. 135 cycles. So again, we still have time, and this one is gonna be finished soon. What is happening? So the Heliotis wants to expand again. Now the reality is you may not want to do it. Why? Because at this point, we've already unlocked the wonder. So expanding them is not going to help us that much, except on taxes. And we're not that high yet. So I think we're gonna do it, but keep in mind that at some point we're gonna need to start rejecting some of these. Okay, so that is done. We have all of the services. We have 2 wonders. And unfortunately, we are not so close yet to the force, even if I'm hoping we can get there. So let's think about increasing, you know, our production, right? We have 20 workers, not that much, but it's still better than nothing. So let's go. We're gonna continue our working quarter over here. Carpentry, stone, mason, and now we're out. But yeah, I'm gonna want, oh yeah, I forgot about the architectural office. That should be our next one, but this is 30 workers, so that's gonna take a second. And then maybe a bit more of wood, a bit more of stone too would be good. On food, we are okay, but it's gonna come soon. So I'm thinking soon we do the improvement of this. We may also want to push our production of clay. Yes, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Increase. Yes, and then which one? The other ones are pretty fine. Clay was the only one a bit low. So we have built our first wonder. Look at this one. Here it is. So Carnival will start. Our first wonder. Today is an important day. And with this, we've also done one more, the third Esplanade check-in. All good. We're perfect. We're actually pretty close to perfect for the final one already. We would want to boost a bit our satisfaction. And the third wonders would be great for this if we could. But first, yeah, let's push our production, starting with the architectural office. And then, as I said, I would love to do a bit more quarries. So clay is mostly on this side and over here. Now, I guess we should build another surveyor cabin over here, because there is quite a lot of resource for us to access with that. And that will also give us access to a bit of wood. So that's not bad. What else? Food, I think, is gonna be time soon. So let's do it now before we forget. And maybe we do a couple more. We have only one like this. We have 2, 3, 1, 2, and 2. Let's go for an arena. Maybe on this side. It doesn't fit over here. And here we're getting into the other guys. So let's put it over here. Support a bit my satisfaction, but realistically I want to push creativity. Esteem would be good soon. Oh, there is a request. This time they want a decree, quality control. Now the good thing is the price is going to be decreased, and if we do it, it's going to help that this faction. So let's check it out. This is quality control. So quality control is over here. The cost of selling things is increased by 20%. We have, for example, a bit of sand that could be good to sell. We have also some other reserves, so why not? Let's do it, but we don't have to do it for many turns, you know, because this is just to make them happy. So let's do a small one, and if it's approved, we can sell. My food stock are low, but that's mainly because I've been doing the improvements. So now I think that should be increasing like very quickly to be, yeah, 180. Oh, it was refused. That's a shame. That's a shame. how much do we want them to be happy? I mean, we don't really need them to be happy. I actually would rather have... Oh, the OPTs are at 40, so we shouldn't have unlocked the Circus Maximus just now. Let's check it in a second. Let's tax these guys. They want something, yes. And tax also everybody there. So yes, we've just unlocked the Circus Maximus. And that is 3. That is great. 3 wonders. I didn't think it would be possible. Now we're a bit low on wood and on clay, but we're not that far, to be honest. So let's go. Let's push my clay production. We've already pushed it. Maybe my wood production then. Okay. And in terms of clay, we said we wanted to put on this side. Like, this is a huge production, right? So let's go. Nice, nice. What is happening there? The passage of time. Yeah, we're close to 1,000, but we still have time. Don't worry, it's all good. It's all good. We have time definitely for that third wonder. Now the question is, where are we gonna put it? Because we could go even further down over here. I could put this one there and put the wonder there, but I'm thinking actually, I can't there. That's a shame. That's a shame. I don't think it makes sense in the north, unless... No, that is pretty far. This is pretty far. I don't think it makes sense here. So I guess... I don't like it there though. Okay, we'll think about it when we see the wonder. And yeah, we're gonna need just a bit more clay right now. Wood is increasing pretty quickly. So I'm thinking maybe we're gonna do also another extension of the rampart soon. Because yeah, there is a lot of resource here. We have, yeah, they're disappointed, that's fine. We have this one is finished, well known. And the Circus Maximus is ready. So give me a second to think about it, because yeah, we cannot put it here, it's too far. I cannot put it here, I think we don't have the space. Right. No. So the only place we could put it is on this side if we put one of these thing, or if I put it there. Oh, this is too big, unless I manage to fit it. We can fit it there. It's not gonna help me for long-term development. Yeah, I think we're gonna put it there. It's not gonna help me for long-term development, but I think it's gonna make basically this area pretty nice, right? It's gonna make this area pretty nice, and it sort of finishes nicely the city on this side. So I need to just make sure we find the right place. Where was it? Yeah, here it is. So it's gonna help, you know, create city over here for sure. Oh, it didn't give me a choice. Oh yeah, because it's supporting everything. So creativity is still not there, but at least esteem now is pretty good. Belonging is really great. And yeah, 128. So we should be able to finish this before, I mean, we will finish this before the end of the age. So let's continue building some more production to be ready for that change, right? So we're gonna want one more tile. Doesn't fit there. It will fit over here. One more brickworks on this side. Yep. Wood. I think we were not super high on wood. Can place one there, that'd be great. Yep. Okay. So wood and maybe one more stone too while we're at it. Yeah, 8,000, 7,000 stone. Great stuff. Great stuff. So that's gonna help boost my production. Let's see if we can do an expansion of the rampart in the meantime. So we already covered pretty well on this side, but maybe we can expand a bit more on this side here. Let's see how much population that is. This is only 150, okay. But this is getting very expensive. I'm just checking. This is not a lot of population over here. Okay, we're gonna need more resource, but at least I know a bit the cost. So this is pretty expensive. What else could we be selling or buying? No, nothing. All good. We're continuing to get, you know, some cultural buildings, but as showed you in previous episode, these things are not worth it. They don't bring enough satisfaction versus the cost that they have. Oh, actually, we may be able to do the next one quickly because look at this. We are at 34 and then plus 3. That's going to be 37 already. So let's get ready to build that one. Think about, hopefully I can put it on this side now because we can finish this. Then I can put proximity, yeah, like for example over here. Cover nicely also the sand there, right? And then we can put it here in a sec. So what do we have? Axe sharpening. This is to improve my wood production. So I think this is a great one. This is a great one that they want. We can actually do it. 250. I'm very low on gold because each of these wonders, they do cost a lot. So we're gonna try it, see if we can win. Then we have a carnival. That is great. We have finished a new wonder. That's why we have the carnival. One more wood is finished. We're gonna keep it for the storage for now. And yeah, as I was saying, we are a bit low on this. So maybe we sell a bit of stone. Let's see. So here we have stone, bricks. Anyone with stone? And no, this is the same. Okay. And that's okay. We can do this. So let's go here. We're gonna sell some of these. Let's say let's sell at least 50. This is 300. It's better than nothing. Okay. And then in a couple of days, we can sell a bit more of something else maybe. Okay. And yeah, just want to be able to unlock a fourth wonder. This is gonna be this one, Statue of Zeus. We have, oh, it was refused. I would need to basically do again some corruptions potentially. But look, they seem very happy with that one. Why are you refusing it? Okay, I mean, let's do this. Fine. It's fine. It's only 3 coins. But yeah, good. Oh, now it was accepted. Okay. And that is good. Now, what I wanted to say is we have a lot of workers, which means we should either do production or we should do more satisfaction. I see we are getting low again on creativity. So maybe we try to get something that has a high creativity one, even if it's not, you know, very good. So creativity is these guys here. I mean, this one is good, actually. Let's just build that. We've already unlocked it. So we don't need to spend any, blueprints. So one over here. Why did my creativity decrease by building this? And it is, we have enough to unlock the statue of Zeus. And I have built this over here. So let's check it out. Oh, we need a bit of resource, some wood and some clay. Ooh, we're actually pretty low on clay. I just did indeed create a couple of new buildings over here. I wonder if we should try to buy some clay, but my problem with that is we're pretty low on money. Like, I would love to get some more reserves, which means I think this is also why we're gonna agree to this expansion, even if it's going to bring them pretty high power. I think getting a bit more money these days would be great. We're also full on stone, so maybe I just sell. I cannot sell stone right now. Oopsie, oopsie. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna need to wait a second there to get a bit more clay. Or should I just buy it? Let's see, how much is it gonna be? I cannot buy. I cannot sell, I cannot buy. Oopsie. This one is really big, by the way. Pretty crazy. But look at this expansion of all of my production there. The town is definitely going to expand on this side. Public courses, let's see. So public courses, which one is that? To increase the creativity satisfaction. I mean, why not? The only thing is I don't have a lot of money. So let's not spend too many cycles. We have some wood that is finished over here, okay. I definitely have a bit low wood. I mean, I know we could start making some on this side, I guess. Alright, I can start making some wood over here, for example. Okay, let's go. 1 and 2. This is costing things I have, it's fine. And there is also one interesting ruin on this side. It's not that much, but there is 100 coins, and you know the coins are pretty hard to come by these days. I think we're gonna demolish it. It's fine. We're gonna demolish it. Okay, we're almost there in the clay. We're gonna just open this and be ready for it. The decree was accepted, so my people should be happy. Yes, and it is statue of Zeus. So where are we gonna put it? It cannot be inside this. Oh, it can actually be inside the circle, but I think we're gonna put it slightly outside. I'm thinking somewhere over here, and then I can put the new center of the town there somewhere. Sounds like a good idea, no? Let's build it. Now this is gonna take 120 cycles. There is not 120 cycles left. There is only 103 cycles left in Antiquity, but that's not a problem. It can actually be done after in the next age. That is not a problem. In terms of food, how are we doing? We are still in positive, so that's great. And now, if I decide to change age now, I won't have any maluses. So that would be pretty cool. But honestly, I think we're just gonna continue all the way. I'm gonna show you what happens at the end. We're gonna get those points there, and 100 cycles is not gonna change everything. What we should be doing is just continuing to produce more and more resources. This one, it is really in the middle of the city, so I'm thinking we demolish it. It will, cost us a bit of resource, people and whatnot. You can recycle, but it makes no sense given the cost of this thing. I do want to rebuild some new one in exchange to continue high production, but also because this gives us some storage. And this is the final cycle for Antiquity. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to get to one more, and they're not that far, right? 38 and 35. We could have gotten there, but no, unfortunately, we didn't manage. We did build, all of this. This one is almost built. I have more productions, right? So in particular over here, I can see even more production than before. So my reserves are also looking pretty good for this change of age. So let's see what happens. It is, we're gonna need to change age. Many cycles have passed since you settle on these lands. Everything around you is changing. Customs are markedly different. Drapes are adorned with new embroideries and weaving techniques. Jewelry seems refined with new stones. Hairstyles enhanced with mysterious accessories. Unexpected discoveries were reported all over the world. New food, new country, new people, new language, new religion. Laws were overturned and society became increasingly structured. Amid all this excitement, you sense that a new era is approaching. So we're gonna change age, right? This is gonna come also with a new esplanade check-in. So it is, we can see we have definitely gotten all of these. So we have 12 of those coins here and 4 of these ones. This is perfect. Now we're gonna move into the Middle Ages. And there's gonna be quite a few things that happen, in particular linked to these memory points that we didn't talk about before. I hope you're excited for this because this will be in the next episode. We have already 4 wonders. I'm really proud of this. Hope you are too. Tell me in the comments below any thoughts, questions that you may have, and I hope to see you next time.